Is this thing on?
I feel like that's our mission statement now.
We've succeeded in
the past. That's all. We've succeeded in the past. That's okay. It's this thing on. We've succeeded in the past. That's all good. Nothing like living off former glories. Welcome to UCR Live for another week. It's Vig and me today here on the ever-dwindling cast of Uncensored Radio. We are here. What else could you need? I prefer to think of us
as the stalwart cast.
Yeah, right. We're like when a TV show runs real long time. You know, we're the original cast, the OCs. We're here. We're good. We're here. We're ready. We can make it happen because we have the skills and we know how to rebuild him. Wait, that's something different.
That's a totally different sitcom.
That's hilarious. Speaking of someone, I think we need to. I think this is someone who we need to get a revisit on soon, Dogsy.
We do. Dogs need to
now that we follow each other on social media, I can contact you. So expect a message sometime soon, Dogsy. Hey, there's Joe. Hey, Joe. How you doing, girl? Joe's doing the Lord's work and doing promo for us on Ian Renata show when she's on there. So I appreciate that, Joe. I don't know that many people join us, but we try. You know, we try. We think we're entertaining.
Apparently
that's because I am a man of mystery, Dogsy. Yeah, international man of mystery. If anyone could find me,
it predators.
Was yeah. No, actually, I'm doing quite well.
I'm just kidding
at the moment. I will look. Since it's just you and I, Vera, I need to have.
And however many people might be listening to us out there.
Yeah, well, you know, they're family. They can join the conversation. I need to have a deep and meaningful talk about something that's really gotten to me, especially today. I think that breakfast menus should go till 12 o'clock.
I agree.
Controversial
opinion where they serve breakfast all day.
I know, but I've been house sitting for like the last half of my life. It feels like I haven't been home in ages.
Well, you're home tonight.
I know. I got up and I packed everything into the car and I was ready to go. I was like, the food that I took, I'd packed away, and I was like, oh, whatever. I'll just get breakfast on the way home. I'll do a little sneaky stop in and get something. Didn't realize I had left by 11 o'clock. And everywhere I drove past, breakfast finished at 10:30 or 11 o'clock.
Yep.
I don't think that's right, because even if you're eating at like 11 o'clock, it's not lunch, it's brunch, technically, right? So there should still be breakfast available. Outrage.
I'm a slow starter. You know, it doesn't matter what time I get up. If I have to be to work at 9, I will procrastinate until the very last minute. Oftentimes not getting in the shower till 8:30 and rushing into my desk at 9:04 with my hair wet and my ass on fire.
Oh, well, it has been before. Well, it's the only part of you that hasn't been on fire, right?
Actually,
right?
I did burn it on a boiler, a steam boiler once, but I didn't. It never actually caught flame.
You did not immolate from that scent.
I did not catch fire. No.
Well,
but you know, on a Saturday, I would love to have a beautiful leisurely breakfast. You know, a few eggs, a little toast, some hash browns. By the time I get motivated and out of the house on a Saturday, everybody stops serving breakfast. It's the freaking weekend. You can't go an extra hour on the freaking weekend?
Right.
I mean, come on.
I don't know why this morning I just had a bit of a yen for a breakfast burrito. Like, feeling it. And I'm ringing. Excuse me.
I know.
Excuse me. That's fine. But things going on left, right, and center. It was just puzzling to me. Like 11 o'clock is not late. It's not late.
10:30. 10:30. So most people stop at 10:30. It's like who's getting
Yeah.
up at the crack of dawn to eat breakfast at 5:30?
Yeah.
Farmers?
Right.
You know,
Well,
are
not
there
even the
that many
farmers.
farmers in town that they gotta eat breakfast at 5:30? You can't open an hour later and stay awake, stay open for me?
Yeah. Joe says 100%. I live in a small town, so no late breakfast for me. Right. Annoying. 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 But hotels are the worst. Yes. Yes. Because what is with breakfast finishing at 9 o'clock in the morning at a hotel?
Yeah, you
I
know,
understand they want you out and gone. They want you out and gone, but it's like, come on,
I
people.
can't tell you how many continental breakfasts I've missed because they're done at 9:30. You know,
100%. And you're like,
you know.
you're laying in bed going, breakfast. Meh.
Well,
Like,
if you're in a town, if you're in a major city where you're there for theater or museums, you know, if you're out of the at 9:10, that museum's not open till 10:30 or 11. That Broadway show isn't going to have a matinee until 2, you know? What are
right.
you going to do? Just
People gotta eat.
sit on a park bench until you can go to your museum and
You're a phoenix, Vera.
Phoenix. I keep rising from the ashes.
She, very much a mission statement for this show as well. Very much a mission statement for this show as well. But yeah. Do you know what also is a little bit jabbing in the heart?
What?
All of my memories from Sunset Boulevard came up the other day.
Oh,
Can you believe it's been a year?
it has been a year. I thought of that too. I didn't have, for some reason my little clip didn't show up of the Sunset Boulevard, but the
yay! Us
the Patty
watching
LuPone
Sunset
show
Boulevard
stuff came up. Sunset Boulevard. I know.
Yay!
There we go.
Yay! At the end of it.
I'm pretty sure they didn't hear me in the theater.
That was a fun little getaway. That our little well, once I got over the hangover on the train ride there. Actually, I'm pretty sure I was still drunk, and I blame Jeffrey in it.
Oh, I blame Jeffrey all the time.
I
haven't seen him in a month, but I blame him.
Oh, I got read the riot act yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture of a Golden Girls Christmas tree. I went, "This has to go up in your house." He goes, "Well, there's no dingoes here to decorate with, like for." I'm like, "Hey,
it's not your fault.
Not my fault. Partly my fault because I can't keep my mouth closed, but you know,
well,
that's neither here nor there."
I can't leave the country because they won't. I'll end up in a gulag.
Sometimes you just got to turn the volume up, as we know. You know, you got to turn the volume up, and it would be out of character. Doctor says now I like to go to Lanzarote from the Holly Bobs. Oh God, you're British. Oh my God. The Play Blanca has amazing breakfast. It goes till 12. See, that's some resort style shit.
Time for breakfast.
Or at least 11:30. At least 11:30.
If you show up to have lunch with people, you should be able to get quiche and a salad at noon.
Bacon is good any time of the day.
Bacon is good any time of the day. You know?
Before breakfast, after breakfast, as an aperitif, whatever you need it for. Bacon, salty goodness.
I'm a huge fan of the poached egg.
I mean, I read as historic and probably accurate as it is, but you know, with medical facts the way they are at the moment, you can trust TikTok. I'd said if you eat at least one egg a week, it lessens the chances of you developing dementia and Alzheimer's by 47%.
I don't know about the percentage, but I would bet that there's some pretty healthy proteins in an egg that can help. Egg is the perfect food.
I was never an egg girly. Okay, I wasn't an egg girly. I didn't do it, and then ever since I've been on my journey, not to be that one of those persons, but can't get enough of an egg. Can't get enough of an egg and a bagel.
Sounds like a great meal to me.
Well, I have the low carb, high protein bagels.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more like a biscuity scone kind of thing. So it's not
Yes.
not as tough as a bagel, but oh, it's good. A little bit of everything bagel seasoning. Oh, a bit of an egg, some turkey, some avocado. Oh,
sounds delish.
I know. Welcome to the breakfast podcast that this has now turned into today. We have strong feelings on breakfasts. It's okay.
Speaking of journeys, I got pushed to the Manjaro.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
it's good. Once you settle, it's good. It's I forgot how bad Wegovy life was until somebody else talked about it. I was like, oh, that's right. I was horrendously not okay on Wegovy, but that's okay.
Yeah.
At least I'm skinnier.
I'm down, but not as much as I want.
At least it's, I'm doing so well for my dating life and all that kind of thing. Not even. Hey, Lashana. Hey, girl. How's the new job? How's the new job going? You started a new job. We live. It's just, Oh, breaking news. I know. I'm going to do a post about it. The Michael Jackson biopic trailer has just come out.
Ooh.
It looks good, and it helps that his nephew is playing him. That's, it's good. Yeah. The job is awesome. We're so happy to hear that.
I know. Awesome. Congratulations.
It's always nice to go it's hard to go somewhere new, but then when you start and you can't really judge it until a couple of weeks in.
When you settle anywhere new at this point in the game.
That's not true. You have a new location, Vera. You're going to tell the folks about your new
me
location.
Off the hallway. But I am in a place where I can sing unlimitedly.
Vera has been annexed.
I have been colonized. off the island.
Oh, that's okay. Sometimes you don't want to hang with those people.
That's what I said to my coworker. I said, "Yeah, fuck those bitches."
I agree, Dogsy. I don't judge my job until my first meeting with the HR. You're a bad man, and that's why we like you. We enjoy your passionate response to things.
Dogsy doesn't have to job search; he just continent surfs.
He's continent hops. Which is it's really the life, isn't it?
Yeah.
I do have a question. Am I going to die in Vancouver in January?
From cold?
Yeah.
Just like any
late January, early February, though.
I mean, Canada is notoriously cold, but Vancouver's coastal.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I think it would be similar to us.
Okay.
Might be a little warmer, actually, being so coastal. The ocean is plenty warm right now.
Plenty warm in the ocean. So I've got a little adventure. I'm trying to convince Jeffrey to make it happen and come on a little adventure, but it would entail him getting on a plane, and we all know how that feels. He doesn't fly well, our queen.
No.
She's not a flyer.
I have no problem getting on the plane.
Speaking of looking at a nice spinach, what it said, spinach passport.
Maybe you've been on your journey
breakfast
too long.
on the brain. I've got breakfast on the brain. Spanish passport. I have to renew my passport. Ugh. Costs as much as getting a new one.
Dogs, are you dually citizened?
He's Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Yeah. Yeah, girl. I wish I was interesting enough to have a dual citizenship. I would just feel important to have two different legal documents. Oh.
Well, you'd feel safer in these trying times.
Well, it's always nice to come back to Australian healthcare, right?
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. But
speaking of questionable sources, I saw something today that suggested that Australia has so much solar energy right now that during the daylight hours they're contemplating making it free for all Australian citizens.
Well, it is. I know that Anne and Roman's house, they've converted to solar. They use it it's free during the day because the sun's out. They
Right.
use that. So I don't know. I just like a bit knowing that if I turn on a switch, something happens.
I appreciate that as well.
I like
But
the reliability of civilization.
as do I.
It's doing okay for me. And I do not have offspring to leave the planet to. So once I check out, so good luck, everyone.
Well,
I'll be watching you from downstairs. 3 hours free during the day, but you must have a smart meter. There you go.
oh, well, that's still pretty cool because
Right.
you could do one.
No, I don't. No, not Spain, but no, but Spain has a good deal going with citizenship at the minute. I'd love to be a full legal citizen, a US citizen, but the movement of goalposts is rather challenging.
Oh my God!
Yeah, you reckon?
Don't get me started.
I think it's more the movement of the welcome mat that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, as long as you're white, and male, and employed.
All right. Speaking of the hottest topics of the nearly week, over a week, because we flipped the script last week and
we did
Halloweened up and all that kind of thing. So we've been absent for a little while. We've got stuff to talk about. We have a whole heaping lot of
hot load of hot topics.
Ooh, there we go. All right. Well, what to discuss first? Well, I know. We can kind of just do what we like, really.
Yeah.
I didn't cover certain things because I thought you might have some things to say. So there are certain things we didn't talk about. Get out of town, really. Well, speaking of someone who's been asked to get the fuck out, Andrew Maltbutton Windsor, as he is now known.
He looks pissed in that picture.
The artist formerly known as Prince Andrew.
Doesn't he look angry?
Well, I can't imagine he'd be too thrilled about your free ride getting a little bit cut short.
I'm sure none of them consider it a free ride. I'm sure they would tell you they work exceptionally hard for their privilege.
And I'm sure some of them do. So King Charles has launched the formal process to cancel the titles and honours of Prince Andrew and will evict him from his Royal Lodge residence in a dramatic sanction over his long friendship with sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Buckingham Palace announced the new steps in a statement on Thursday night, London time, so last week. And they included a formal notice to Andrew to give up his lease of the Royal Lodge. Prince Andrew will be now known as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, said the palace. His lease on the Royal Lodge has to date provided him with legal protection to continue in residence. Formal notice has now been served to surrender the lease. These censures were deemed necessary, notwithstanding the fact he continues to deny the allegations against him. Their Majesties wish to make clear that their thoughts and utmost sympathies have been and will remain with the victims and survivors of any and all forms of abuse. Wow. That's a get the fuck out if I've ever heard one.
Oh, yeah.
And for it to be formally recognized, a formal statement from the palace.
His little interview with the BBC a year or two ago did not go well for him. He came off as angry and combative and defensive, and he did not convince anybody that he had concern for someone's welfare or that he was, sympathetic to these women in any way,
sympathetic,
shape, or form.
Empathetic. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he did not come off as a kind, emotive, empathetic person at all.
He was the youngest. He was the Queen's favorite, and sometimes with the youngest child and the favorite child, they get a little bit sheltered because they do get whatever they want. And
I thought there was somebody younger. I thought there was one more.
There's a middle one. There's a middle one.
Yeah,
the one that no one talks about.
Andy? No,
Yeah.
it's Andrew.
No, that's Andrew.
Yeah.
Philip?
Philip?
Is there
I
a
don't
Philip? Maybe. I don't know. Someone tell
Dogsy?
us.
Want to weigh in on
Dogsy. Well, Dogsy says, oh no, this is all I've heard about on the wireless. Also, Steve, I've got a bone to pick with you. Since you made the comment about me not calling in a wireless, I find myself slipping it in now and then. There you go. You can't deny your true form, Dogsy. But yes, it is over. Edward, thank you.
Edward, thank you.
Thank you, Joe. There's that one that no one talks about. He's just like living his own life. He has a life.
He does.
I think that's the problem. He has a life and he is not.
His children were favored grandchildren.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, look. Ha, sucked in. That's what you get. Schadenfreude, all the words.
Mm-hmm.
You reckon Fergie's pissed off now because she's like stuck with him? And now she's stuck with him?
She's stuck with him without a title now.
Yeah, because she loses her titles now as well. Technically she lost it anyway.
Jeannie and Beatrice got to keep their title.
Yes, because the Queen liked them, so
yeah.
And they are Royal Next Gen. So Royal Next Gen are the ones that they're focusing on. They're moving their focus towards generational change and excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of generational change and excitement, there is always one title that it generates interest. People's Sexiest Man Alive Award.
Yay!
Yes. This year,
I love Jonathan.
The sexiest man of the year, according to people, goes to current star of Wicked, Jonathan Bailey. The first openly gay celebrity to be named People's Sexiest Man of the Year. Ta-da. I have no complaints. I
think he's fabulous. I got no complaints.
Right? And very magnetic and all that
charming and outgoing.
As Fiero, it's like...
Yeah. We did have some heat on the page. There was
Loretta Hager, I'm naming and shaming you, bitch. Sorry, Jesus isn't up for the award. Fuck right off. Fuck right off. And we know why you don't think he's the sexiest man of the year. We know.
This award has gone to Nick Nolte and Blake Sheldon. Fuck all the way off.
Yeah.
You know?
We know.
Jonathan
it's allowed
Bailey,
to be someone else.
He is far sexier than those two men. I'm always afraid when I say his name, I'm going to call him Anthony Bridgerton.
Watch Boots. That show is packing LA. Yeah, I've heard that Boots is a bit how you going. It's gay military love and all that kind of stuff. So
Jonathan's on that? Is he on that?
No, it's just shirtless men, which is kind of our demographic, but fuck all the way up. Like, this thinly veiled, not even thinly veiled, homophobia and discrimination. I'm like, are we in the 90s again? Did I wake up in the 90s? Because honestly, this kind of links in with another story that we're going to talk about. And we did cover this earlier.
Yes.
And I brought this up with you on the page in the comment section. Vera and I have a little tete-a-tete in the thing. Yes. British canoeist Kurt Adams Rosenthal has been suspended from the sport for 2 years after posting sexually explicit content to his social media accounts. The 23-year-old athlete was found to have uploaded a video of himself performing a sexual act on a plane in an action that a disciplinary panel ruled brought his sport into serious disrepute or any kind of common interest with anyone, because who the fuck cares about canoeing to start with? But to commit,
you would think that canoeing would be thrilled to get
happy
any
for
kind
the
of publicity.
attention.
Yeah.
The panel overseeing the case determined that the footage breached conduct policies covering indecent, offensive, or immoral behavior. Paddle UK released a statement reaffirming its commitment to maintaining integrity within the sport. We are committed to ensuring a safe and open environment for all, and action under the athlete disciplinary policy is taken where necessary and proportionate.
Yeah.
Let's be 100%. If he was a female, it wouldn't be an issue. On his only fans. If he was a straight man. If he was a straight man. Oh, I don't know. They get a bit thingy about wangs. The penis is still very foreboding. That's why I don't talk about penises.
Women get slut shamed a lot. Women would not fare well. But I do agree that this is homophobic.
In sport, they glorify and exploit the female form as well. Let's not pretend.
They glorify the form, but the woman is not able to express any desire or, you know, except in a committed one-on-one relationship. Anything else, and that woman is going to be shamed.
I would assume it would be some kind of self-pleasure of an airplane.
Oh, I thought there was a partner involved. But I don't know that for sure.
Why is this a thing when Conor McGregor is still top of his game and he just whacks his cum gunners out willy-nilly? But he's not naked, and Conor McGregor is heterosexual. Well,
yes.
Wait. Heterosexual. I've heard stories. That's all I'm gonna say. I've heard stories that he may just throw it anywhere it needs to go. Which I gather. I get that. Yeah, look, and more power to you. More power to you.
I'm not shaming. I don't care. You know, the Kinsey report says that 1 in 6 is straight and 1 in 6 is gay, and all the rest of us are somewhere in the middle.
But so Rosenthal has expressed remorse over his decision to film and upload the video. Looking back now, I probably wouldn't post something like that, he said. But I remember the state of mind I was in when I did it. It was the first time I saw real progress in my financial situation. I was able to fund my own training. We covered this story when it first came out a while back, when he launched an OnlyFans in order to continue to be able to train for the Olympics. He couldn't fund it himself. He says of that, I saw a direct correlation between making those videos and my situation improving. It's in the crazy world we live in. I don't regret it.
Is this action related to the OnlyFans page?
Well, that's what it is. You can't just whack your knob out on social media. Well, TikTok's getting a bit wild these days.
I thought he was like.
No, I think this is still run off from the OnlyFans, because if it was explicit material, it would be on the OnlyFans social media website. So
then I get to say they're in the wrong. You know, if you've got an OnlyFans account, then the only people that should be watching it are adults.
And the only people that can access it are people that pay for it. So somebody has paid to see that stuff to then complain about it.
Right.
Isn't that like entrapment or something? I feel like.
You know, why isn't there access that this man doesn't have to resort to an OnlyFans page to get trained?
100%, because countries are always the first to claim somebody when they break a world record or they win a medal or something like that. But the training is immense,
costly
and
as hell.
The need for sponsorship and having to dedicate that much of your life to something. You've also got to live. Like, you've got the funding that you do get doesn't go towards your electricity, your bill, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't go towards that. And if you are sponsored, it's usually in goods. You know, they will sponsor you if you ride a bike with a bike and all that stuff. It's not, they're not rolling in money. There was a big thing here a couple of years ago about the Australian Olympic team and what they actually have. They have day jobs because they need to, but we expect them to operate at peak performance and give and express gratitude to a country that isn't necessarily going to support their efforts?
I
just think it's a bit of a...
Well, this was a big conundrum here in the States in the 70s and the 80s because the Soviet bloc nations had state-sponsored athletes who did nothing but train, did not have day jobs, and all of the Olympic stories were talking about, lumberjacks who tied ropes to logs and carried them up a hill rather than weight train because they had to keep working and, blah, blah, blah. And it became a big push to corporately sponsor our athletes in this country. But, so it's hard for me to relate to a country that's not sponsoring their athletes like that. But
not Reagan, she's got that theater money. Yeah. Someone else's hard work paying your bills, is it? Yeah, canoeing, though. The sport of canoeing is such a noble endeavor.
Well, the sport of canoeing is a non-starter.
I didn't even know it was a sport.
He's not going to come out of this with lucrative, Nike contract.
Yeah. Where's my Nike canoe? Put him on a Wheaties box.
Yeah.
And I mean, look what happens to the people that are on those boxes. They become Caitlyn Jenner. It's not the thing.
Yeah.
Caitlyn's looking more and more like Bruce as things progress. It's a worry.
She had her day in a dress.
She's a cunt. Let's not pretend that she's not.
Yes.
And I will say it. I don't care. Caitlyn Jenner's the worst thing to happen to trans people since ever. Ever. I'm full of hot takes today. I don't know. Something has gotten right up me. And since we're talking about it, we're going to talk about it because I can't believe more people didn't have something to say about this. Julia Fox, the ex Kanye paramour, not wife. I think they only dated, didn't they? They weren't married.
Right.
Has caused controversy at Halloween, dressed as Jackie O post assassination of JFK. Now, she hasn't. She released a whole statement because she got blowback on the internet for it. So I'll read her statement. I dressed as Jackie Kennedy in the pink suit, not as a costume, but as a statement. When her husband was assassinated, she refused to change out of her bloodstained clothes. I want them to see what they've done, she said. The image of the delicate pink suit splattered with blood is one of the most haunting juxtapositions in the modern history. Beauty and horror, poise and devastation. Her decision not to change clothes after being encouraged to was an act of extraordinary bravery. It was performance, it was a protest and mourning all at once. A woman weaponizing image and grace to expose brutality. It's about trauma, power, and how femininity itself is a form of resistance. Long live Jackie O.
Yeah, I'm not sure I buy that was her motivation.
Yeah, I feel like that's a spin.
I think that's a spin. I know that her grandson is furious.
Yes,
Jack Schlossberg is suing her.
Yes, he was on X saying Julia Fox glorifying political violence is disgusting, desperate, and dangerous. I'm sure her late grandmother would agree.
Right.
To my point, where are all the people? And I know this is diving into murky waters and controversial takes. We were so outraged about families and children and wives when somebody who wasn't the president of the United States was assassinated, and it wasn't captured on film for the rest of history to see and is a constant talking point of controversy and conspiracy. Where are all these right fighters, upset people? Where are the reaction? Where's the reaction to this?
Well, they don't care if it hurts a Kennedy, unless it's RFK.
I'm gonna make a grand sweeping statement. Erica Kirk is no Jackie O.
No,
Jackie
she's
O
not.
did something as a silent protest. She didn't rock up on a podcast and then do a grief tour. Come at me. I don't care. I don't care. At this stage, I don't care. I feel like the selective outrage that people have could really go fuck itself.
Yes. And it's, and to that point, selective outrage. Emmett Till's mother, do you know who Emmett Till is?
Refresh the people, just in case.
For anybody who doesn't remember this, it happened hundreds of years ago. It happened in the 60s, in the early 60s or the late 50s, I believe. Emmett Till was a 14-year-old boy whose family lived in Chicago. And he went to Mississippi, I believe, to visit family. And he smiled at a white woman. This white woman went to her boyfriend and told him that he was hitting on her, made a pass at her. And the child, the 14-year-old, was beaten to death and left in a creek. Emmett Till's mother, this was before, I believe it was before Kennedy's assassination. Emmett Till's mother insisted on an open casket because she wanted people to see what had been done to her son. But would this woman make fun of Emmett Till's mother or use it as a Halloween costume?
There are just some things I get we get black humor. Trust me. We get black humor. I just don't think, especially in a time where everyone is so polarized and upset. Again, I question some of the reactions to the whole Charlie Kirk thing. I think we were just looking for an excuse to show who some of us really
it
are.
Was manufactured outrage. I feel very confident about that.
The more Candace Owens, I never thought in my life that I would agree with Candace Owens.
Me either.
But the more she talks, the more I'm like, you better speak. You better speak, girl.
The points she brings up are pretty impressive.
And they are not.
Why would a security team not look around and try to figure out where the shots were coming from?
They're not partisan talking points either. They are just human talking points.
Yeah. Why would your security team not figure out where the shot was coming from?
And she was talking about a video of one of his friends that was pictured, like went to social media a minute after he was shot, telling everyone Charlie was dead.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't add up. It's going to be a Kennedy thing for the rest of our time.
Absolutely.
It's another political conspiracy theory, but the selective outrage. It's just,
it is a sign of our times.
Kids dressed as Donald Trump would get no candy. They grab what they want. Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? They just grab and take what they want.
There's plenty of neighborhoods where they'd get double candy.
100%. But yeah. Speaking of politics, I guess you can have you can have a reaction to this. Just the woods are a little bit safer these days. Bernie went bye-byes.
I'm so glad you got my comment. I was really expecting more.
Bernie went bye-byes.
Bernie and Dick.
Oh, Dick, sorry. I looked at the wrong thing.
Bernie's still breathing.
Bernie's still breathing. Bernie Sanders is like, well, look, it's been I was reading two things at once. Sorry. That is Dick. Dick's off the chain. Dick's off the chain.
Dick. Dick gets a lot of kudos from people because he stood up to Trump and he and Liz stood up to Trump. But Dick did a lot of fucking shit before the Trump era. Yeah. Dick was not a good boy. Dick was part of the entire lie our way into Iran war.
Well, what the old saying is, you live long enough to see yourself become a villain. What's that? Paraphrased horribly.
I have
What
no
is that?
idea. What does it say?
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene is going rogue as well.
She's
She's going to run in
28.
2028, and she said that she is going to read the names of the Epstein files on the floor. I'm like, they're going to let you in the building, bitch. Marge, I think the Kool-Aid has worn off, and she's just letting loose because Christy's drinking her Kool-Aid that she used to do.
Yeah.
The other one, Bobbitt's off jacking off people. I have not heard from her.
We have not. She's just pursuing her dating life, I guess.
She's just jerking people off in theaters all over the world.
She's enjoying this congressional vacation that Mike Johnson's caused.
But yeah, look, Marjorie's popping up again. I said this a couple of months ago. Marjorie's awfully quiet, then she pops up with a whole heap of crazy. I love Jewish
She
space
still
races.
loves Trump, though. She will tell you. And with that statement that she read about the health care, she said, I am one of Trump's biggest allies. I helped get him elected, blah, 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 blah. But I understand that the American people need health care.
Oh God, really? Get out.
Really.
Well, we've been talking about dirty dicks.
That's the reason for the whole shutdown. It's because of health care. Right.
We've been talking about dirty dicks, and there's two more we need to talk about. Dean Lewis is an Australian artist who has been caught out. Dean's been a very naughty boy. Now, the question is, how do we react to what has been alleged? Because he has released a statement after a social media swing from multiple women claiming inappropriate behavior. Now, Dean's statement, after he made them uncomfortable during romantic encounters, this is what he has to say. I want to share some thoughts on the recent posts about me on social media. I understand why people are angry and disappointed after learning embarrassing details of intimate private conversations about relationships I have had with consenting adults over the past decade. I want to emphasize none of this is illegal. The individuals leading the campaign against me have repeatedly acknowledged this, and I am hurt by any suggestion that I've done things that have crossed the line into illegality. Lewis acknowledges some of his acts were breathtakingly dumb, incredibly stupid, and insensitive, and that he would seek therapy as he needs to make a lot of changes. I'm enrolling myself in intense therapy to make better choices and dramatically shift my approach to dating and relationships. I hope in time to re-earn the trust of those that I've hurt. This becomes a gray area, as he said in his, and it will be the way the law looks at it. All of these people are consenting legal adults.
Yes.
But everyone has a right to say no at any time.
Yes.
Even if you've previously said yes.
Yes. Everyone
has a right to say no. I don't think dressing it up going, oh, well, they're adults. It's okay. Everything's okay because it was an adult. And you don't get to decide someone else's comfort zone.
No, you don't. But you also have to acknowledge and give room for growth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's enrolling in this therapy. You know, is it to save his career? Probably. Could he come out a better person? Probably.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But I think maybe a better PR statement. Really leaning into the they were adults. It was adults. They're adults. We get it, dude. You could have. I think not. It smells a little victim blamey.
Yes.
Right.
But clearly, this boy hasn't had a lot of. This young man.
38-year-old man.
This man hasn't had a lot of guidance in his life.
But you can't, I don't think you can put it down to that either. You make these decisions, and once is a mistake.
Repeated is a pattern.
Right?
Right.
And you see it in people in relationships all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating once is a mistake. Being a serial cheater in every relationship you're in, the problem's you, bruh. The call is
Yep.
coming from inside the house.
Right.
And I just feel like just acknowledge the mistakes,
There's a lot of
apologize,
ick in the
and
statement.
move forward. Don't try and shift the blame because the blame is on you. That's the point. And it's not one person, it's a lot of people, and they have video, audio, and text receipts. So it's not nothing.
It's not nothing. Agreed.
It's not nothing. Now, the next story may be nothing, or it may be something, or it's an emerging story, and it's something we did talk about on the last live. It's been a pretty bad month for David Harbour.
Yes, it has.
Now, we talked about the Lily Allen of it all, and West End Girls, and see, this is a problem too, because we talked about it, mixes fact and fiction to create the album as a piece of art, and that's fine. Now there are reports. Now, I wasn't going to report on this, but it took traction. And there is no official statement from Netflix or anything like that. But major news outlets are reporting this, so I went with it because if the news outlets are reporting it, there's something to it. Otherwise, there'd be lawsuits.
Yeah.
The Daily Mail has reported that ahead of filming the 5th season of Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown filed a complaint against David Harbour, accusing him of bullying harassment while on set. The complaint did not include any accusations of sexual impropriety, and Brown was accompanied by a legal representative on set at all times while shooting the show's final season. That's not nothing.
That's not nothing.
If it's true, that's not nothing. To have legal representation the entire time.
Mm-hmm. I do feel, and this is just opinion, that we've seen an arc of David Harbour's from the time when he was first starting in Stranger Things, and then his fame started to pick up, a personality change that was unsavory. I think it's tracked that way.
And now he's become a Marvel star as well. He's
right.
And a star in his own right as well, not just the character. So Stranger Things is huge. Being part of the Marvel universe is huge, but he is having other movies that are attracting attention and making him jump up quite a few levels of stardom.
Yes.
I can't help but think maybe this is just ego.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You've kind of seen it in his publicity engagement, going from talk show to talk show for this show and for the Marvel shows and for other movies. You've seen this change from this engaging rising star to kind of pompous, kind of cocky, kind of believing his own PR kind of person. I mean, this, I don't find it shocking to hear this, though I do find it disappointing from the person he represented himself as in the beginning of the journey.
Look, I think just because, and this applies to a few situations, just because somebody plays a good guy on TV doesn't mean they are one.
Yes.
Just because somebody plays a family man or has that all-American, like, look at Bing Crosby, he used to beat the shit out of people with oranges and stuff. Like,
right.
And Bing was the golden child. Look, Frank Sinatra was in the mob. And America's like, go to Goomba. I know we shouldn't. You
should not say Goomba.
My grandmother. I'm like, I'm an Italian heritage girl. I can be doing that. My grandma would be like cursing me from the other side. I think she thought she was going to marry Frank even after he died. She was a Frank girl. She was a good Italian girl, so she loved Frank. But
Frank was pretty hot in his younger days.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
His son was actually quite hot when he was young too.
Yes.
But you can't confuse the characters that these people play with their real life persona, with the reality of the situation,
right?
With all of it. It's just like, okay, well, it's not. And look, innocent until proven guilty. So we'll see, I guess. He's not been involved with any of the press for Stranger Things season 5. So they probably had a heads up that all this was coming, I would imagine. Nothing happens overnight in Hollywood.
Nope.
And especially with your ex-wife is releasing an album, I'm sure everyone went into panic stations then. So there's gay panic, Vera.
And gay panic? Oh no.
Gay panic, gay excitement, really.
Gay panic.
Two rather exciting moments in life and all that kind of stuff.
Are we getting another gay panic?
No. Hilary Duff is returning to music.
Ah.
Hilary Duff is dropping a new single, Mature, tomorrow after not releasing an album or any music for 10 years. She is coming back. So the gays are ready. It looks like I see a disco ball in the teaser for the gays are ready. They are ready. But the gays are also ready because of one of the head gays. For American Horror Story season 13. Check out the cast.
Elected officials.
Yeah, check out the cast for American Horror Story 13.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Ariana Grande, Kathy Bates. But most importantly, our girl is back. Jessica Lange.
Oh.
After saying that I don't know what changed in the couple of months that she has said that she would never return. I'm guessing some money.
I'm sure it's money.
But Jessica Lange is coming back to American Horror Story. It's just like, oh, but these are all really popular actors / characters that have been in the past of the show. And
yes.
It's rumored to be the final season, which is fine because Ryan
Sarah
Murphy
Paulson's been in every season, hasn't she?
She's also playing Eileen Wuornos. It just was revealed today. She's going to be the fourth.
Right.
Wait, fifth? No, it'll be the 5th season. Oh no, I think she's going to be part of the Lizzie Borden one. There you go. Okay. Eileen's going to factor into the Lizzie Borden season of Monster on Netflix. But Ryan Murphy writes like 4 good episodes of a series and then it goes downhill. So
all right.
We'll see. We'll see.
But now it's got Sarah Paulson.
Yeah, Sarah Paulson screaming for an hour is usually what we get. Screaming and crying. That's her bread and butter. She does it well. I am still pissed that we never got a second season of Ratchet. That show was fucking Vera.
I didn't.
As a nurse, you didn't watch Ratchet?
Yes, I want to watch other nurses be cruel and inhuman.
There was transorbital lobotomies abound. It was a good time.
Yes, they're so good. They're so fun.
A little scramble, and you feel a mixed nothingness. Everything's just beige. Sometimes I go looking for the ice pick. It's like, I just want everything to be fine. No, neither highs nor lows, just a middling sense of okay.
Yep.
Vera never has that feeling. She's always heated. She's going to get heated
and I'm
today.
I'm a little itchy tonight because I got my pneumonia vaccine.
Oh, God. Not the vaccines, Vera.
I love my vaccines.
It's going to turn you gay and autistic, but she's going to rant about it on Vera then. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, then.
Well, kids, it's been a pretty big week here in the States. I don't know if you're paying attention, but I am. The election on Tuesday, an off-year election, not really a lot of big people, big jobs getting refilled, but a lot of local elections. Was touted for weeks about how close this was going to be, how influential this was going to be on the future of our politics here in this country, how this was going to require all sorts of punditry and all sorts of coverage, and that news teams all across the American television were gearing up to be up all night and count every single vote. And by 9:30, it was kind of over. Almost every single election went Democrat. Democrats won in areas where they haven't won in 20 or 30 years. The state of Mississippi, which has been a stalwart red state since the 70s, now has a Democratic majority in their state assembly. Yes, we know that Mom Donnie won in spite of all the billionaire money. Yes, we know that the two critical governors' races flipped. And yes, we know that Prop 50 passed, but a lot of other shit went down. It's pretty impressive. Does this mean the dark days are over? Probably not, because we do know that the current administration is run by a narcissist who is probably in narcissistic wound stage and not going to take this well. They're already still blaming the Democrats. The reason that the Democrats won these elections is because the Democrats shut down the government, even though the Republicans control the House, the Senate, the judiciary, and the executive branch. They control it all, but it's somehow the minority Democrats' fault. Now, is this going to be bad for us? It could be, but it also could be bad for them. And I haven't broken out the champagne. I'm not getting rid of my canned meat sources in case the economy collapses under this president. But I do have hope. And I hope that others have hope too. There was a huge turnout. And I got a shout out to the women under 35. 80% of the women under 35 turned out for Democratic candidates across this country. The future is female. Here it comes. We may not get through this unscathed, but I do feel like we'll get through this. There we go.
Oh, short and sweet today.
Yeah,
just like
very short and
yourself.
sweet. Well,
like
when there's a light at the end of the tunnel, even if
you don't want to. It's also when something
it could
good,
be a train.
You don't want to put too much effort into it, just in case it runs you down and cuts off your legs. I feel you. But
well, I don't want it to cut off my legs.
No one wants that.
I'm still pretty sure that if I tried to leave the country, they'd confiscate my passport and I'd end up in a gulag. But hey,
well, it's interesting that you talked about the future being female, and we've talked about women feeling safe and all that kind of stuff. I have a little bit of a what the for you this week.
What the?
In an interesting move, young women in China are paying for 5-minute hugs from men called man mums. The cost is about $3 to $7, and the demand is growing. The term originally described muscular gym goers, but now refers to men who combine physical strength with traditionally feminine traits like gentleness and patience. These meetings happen in public places like subway stations or shopping malls, arranged through chat apps. The trend went viral after a stressed student posted that she wanted a hug from a kind, fit man to cope with thesis pressure, and it got over 100,000 comments. Women choose their hug partners based on manners, patience, body type, and appearance, often chatting privately before meeting. One woman said what made her happier than the hug was the warmth from a stranger.
Touch is healing.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting, right? Like, are we that far gone though?
There are times when we can be. We become more and more isolated every single day. We all have our face in our phones. I'm 60 years old and I've got my face in my phone. I can't get my nephew out of his phone to save my life, even if we're having a conversation and watching a movie.
Multitasking.
Look,
as I said before, more power to you.
We grow increasingly isolated. So
get yours and get out.
I understand it.
I'm just You can make money from hugging people. Like, is that a racket that we need to get into?
I'm available for hugging people.
I know. You give good hugs though. You give.
I
hugs.
do.
Jeff
So
gives
I'm
good.
not
You've got to be
There's
no.
nothing
You've got to.
muscular
It's got
about
to
this
be like
girl.
extenuating circumstances. But Jeffrey's a hugger sometimes too.
Yes.
When extenuating circumstances,
Yes.
I think that's good when you're a foreign friend. I get one when I get there, and I get one when I leave. It's like, hi,
I get
bye.
one when I demand it.
Like, hug me, bitch. Hug me.
Yeah, pretty
love
much.
Yeah. We love attention, so we'll keep demanding your attention for the foreseeable future. There is a lot to talk about. We've got some roundtables coming up. Vera and I are going to head back to the cinemas because it's almost time for good.
Yes.
The Wicked, bit of Jonathan.
The Wicked movie. I got my tickets already.
Also, we're gonna have to get freaky again, V, because Freakier Friday hits Disney Plus this month too.
Oh,
so we're gonna
cool.
be busy. We're gonna be busy.
Yeah,
We've got
we
some
are
other
gonna
stuff
be busy.
planned. So you have to stick around and find out. Thank you for everyone that is.
I'm more than willing
to
talk
watch.
about the Bruce movie too, but nobody else wants to.
Yeah, that might be a solo adventure for you. But thank you for everyone that's watching and that is joining us and checking out our stuff. Must remind you again that the podcast is available for audio. Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, all the places where you can find controversial stuff. We're there. We have something to say. And a big thank you to the people who are also jumping over to the YouTube as well. It's growing slowly growing.
We're
But
finally off
thank you.
666.
Yeah. Uncensored Radio. Look us up. We are not the car racing. We are the Red Cross. X, not Red Cross. Red X.
Red X.
Red X. Red X. I sound like a frog. But not a gay frog. Oh, well, I am a gay frog, but it's the chemtrails. They made it all the frogs gay, etc. etc.
The frogs are leading the revolution here in this country.
Well, look, we can only hope. We're going to hop back at you next week, folks. Thanks for joining us. Keep loud, keep proud, and turn the volume up. Mwah.